Hi there, and welcome to Cinematography Tips for Video Lighting. I'm your host, Tony Reale. You may have seen some of our Next Wave TV episodes on YouTube and Vimeo. And in Next Wave TV, I try to go over pretty much everything from gear to tutorials and stuff like that. Here, I kind of want to focus just on lighting techniques and basically different ways to capture the look of video and just different ways that you can work with it. So this is just going to be kind of off the top of my mind, things that come up to me. So we'll see how it works, see how the format goes, and find out what you guys think. My goal is to make some more videos and try to make things that are easier for me so I can make more content instead of less. Because Next Wave TV, I try to make them higher quality and good content, but then I run into the problem of never having time to make them. So anyways, let's get started. The lighting style that I'm using right now, I'll just get started off with that. I'm using, really, it's a two-light setup. I have one light that's reflecting off a foam core, and then I have another light that's acting as the just background light back there. It's a very, very simple setup. This whole setup right here for lighting literally cost less than $200 for this whole setup. In fact, this might even be less than $100. Very, very simple setup, and yet it's very effective. I like to shoot with lots of rim light, lots of backlighting. To me, backlighting gives a much more professional look. However, I was just watching this DVD called Cinematography Style, where they've got a collection of over 100 cinematographers from throughout the industry, some of the leading cinematographers talking about different style. And one thing that I liked is in their interview style, they kind of just had this really large soft light and very little backlighting. I just love the look of it. So I just want to play around with that. I will in future videos probably go back to some backlighting and playing around with techniques, but I just love the simplicity of this. But I think one thing that makes it key is having a large surface. I could probably have a larger piece of foam core here at my living room. At least this section isn't very large, so I decided to try a smaller piece. But I could probably get away with a larger piece and get even softer light. I also like the this kind of half light as opposed to the traditional key light that comes on. Just gives a different mood. And of course, with lighting, mood is everything. So as a cinematographer, you're in charge of making your audience feel a certain way, and lighting is the most important factor in that. Little background of the video: I'm shooting on a Canon 5D Mark II, and I'm using an Asden little shotgun mic. A lot of people know about the Rode video mic, and I've used that. It's a great mic, but if you're just trying to capture audio, and I do normally use a Rode, Zoom H4n for my professional stuff, but here it just is quick and easy. I'm using an Asden little shotgun mic, and it's a lot cheaper than a Rode. It's like half the price of a Rode. So I would recommend it just for doing basic stuff. One other thing that I'm loving here is I've got my big old laptop, and this is my Acer Aspire 8940G. It's a great laptop. It's big. It's an 18.4-inch screen, but it's got the new Core i7 processor, so editing 5D footage is a lot easier. Of course, you have to transcode it, but on a PC, but it still works pretty well. One of the things I love about this is I can literally see what I'm shooting on the screen here. I can set my focus here. I can start recording here instead of having to run over to the camera all the time. And I can literally change the settings here. So I've got I'm set at f4. I'm using the kit lens, the 24 to 105 f4, set at f4, 1/60th shutter speed, and I'm shooting at 800 ISO right now. So I've still got plenty of range if I wanted to boost it up, but I'm just kind of liking the look that I'm getting right here. The other great feature with this is using the EOS utility software that's hooked up right to the camera, and what I can do is I can monitor my video footage here, but the LCD screen is still on the camera. Why is that important? Well, when I do my video shoots for a client, and if I'm working, say, with a marketing firm, and the marketing firm wants to watch the video as I'm shooting it, if you plug in an HDMI monitor to this, you're not going to get anything on the LCD screen on the camera. It's just going to blank out and you're only going to see what's on the HDMI monitor. So here, I can look at the LCD screen, so if I'm using the camera, I can use the LCD screen, and here I can actually be letting the client review the footage. The only problem is it's a little choppy. As you can see here, it doesn't keep up exactly the same, but for just reviewing footage and getting things set up, I think it's fantastic, and I don't think you're going to have a client that's going to complain when they are at least able to look at the footage. So, I think that just kind of covers everything. I'm going to keep these fairly simple. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll go ahead and put a link to, there's a little YouTube clip of cinematography style, but otherwise you can buy it on DVD. It's a fantastic resource. You can find out lots of tips. Just learn what the art of cinematography is. I found a documentary a while back on the art of editing, and it really kind of opens up your eyes to the history of things and just allows you to understand the importance of it. But anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.